Welcome to Learn to Live Stress-Free. This is Christine Wright with Dr. Robert Wright Jr. of www.stressfreenow.info.
Hi, this is Dr. Bob, the stress and pain relief doctor, coming to you unexpectedly from the beautiful city of Cannes, France. The reason I'm here is because I missed my shore excursion bus. So this is an example of how you turn lemons into lemonade. So instead of being upset or having any kind of stress or anxiety surrounding missing my bus, I was up at 4 a.m. this morning, and then I had an early breakfast and came back down to take a quick nap, set my my phone wake-up call for 9 a.m. The wake-up call came, I woke up, and then I tried to get those extra 5 minutes that we all try to do sometimes. And then I woke up a second time, and the clock said 9:02, and I said, oh, I don't have to be there to 10:15. Well, guess what happened? I got a knock at the door. It was already 20 after 10. So as I rushed out, I made it to the tender from the ship that I'm on, and so a prodigious foreshadowing event happened. So one of the few times when I've actually been on a trip and when I've seen someone hurt, right before I was exiting the ship, there was a woman who had fallen in the stairwell right before you get off the ship. And so she wasn't bleeding or anything, but she was an elderly woman and apparently had tripped on the step. And that could happen to any of us. And that is an example of how your life can change in a flash. And so most of us have had experiences at what in the psychology literature is called a catastrophic bifurcation. That is a before or after moment. So you're traveling someplace, and then you have a tire blowout, or for example, I remember on one trip, we were coming from a Washington, D.C. area, and I had said to my wife, I said, oh, I'm kind of tired. I said, maybe we should stay an extra night in the hotel. But I didn't follow my mind. And that's one of the key things, is that when your intuition gives you insight into a situation, it's usually a good idea to follow your mind. So in that particular case, we got about 20 minutes on the highway from the hotel, and the traffic came to a dead stop. And so I knew we were in trouble when I saw a helicopter land on the highway going the other way. So traffic on I-95 from Washington, D.C. to Baltimore was closed. And so we sat there for almost 2 hours. The traffic didn't move. And so I said to my wife, let's get off at the next rest stop and then check into a hotel. And so here I am unexpectedly in Cannes, France, because I thought I was going to be in Monaco and Monte Carlo, because I wanted to get a Monaco and Monte Carlo cap, because I collect caps wherever I go. So I'll have to settle for a Cannes, France cap. So the good news also is that apparently the famous film festival, it will take place in approximately 2 weeks. And what everyone is telling me is that it's a good thing. It's better to be here now before, because it's going to be an absolute zoo here, packed with celebrities and other people for the film festival. So if you like that kind of thing, if you like being packed in like sardines, then and paying sky high rates for everything, then come on down to Cannes, France in 2 weeks. But I prefer this. Look at this view. This is actually very lovely. Here are the people. This bay is like an arc. And so I'm just going to swing around and show you. And so there are mountains in the background. And so as I swing around, and I'm going to swing around to the cruise ship that I'm on so that you can see that. And so this is a sweeping bay. And also, look at this. Here's the sign that let me know I was in the right place where I'm supposed to be at the right time. There, the sign says Josephine Baker. I don't speak French, so I don't know what Jete ER means, but I just assume it's a walkway. It leads to a lighthouse. So I'm going to get shots of that. So I think it's propitious that I'm in a place that Josephine Baker came to about 100 years ago because of the nonsense that was going on in the United States back then. And the same nonsense is going on now. Very similar, okay, in terms of the racism, in terms of back then it was the Jim Crow. And so I'm actually in the quest to find the perfect expat destination outside of the United States. So here we are. And so when you travel, just like anything in life, many unexpected things can happen, bumps in the road. And so it's not what happens to you in life, it's how you react to it and what you do. So this is Dr. Bob signing off today from Cannes, France, unexpectedly, and encouraging you to do what you know already, which is to follow the old airline metaphor, and that is to put your own oxygen mask on first before assisting others. And the main thing is to engage in self-care, and taking a vacation is a very nice form of self-care. And remember that self-care isn't selfish, it's smart. Until next time, from stressfreenow.info, be safe and be well.